Peace, peace. Peace, love, light of healing. Peace, love, light of healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in. Blessings, blessings, mishpati. Shalom laka, mishpati. Or mishpaka. Whichever one y'all want to say. Blessings, blessings, y'all. Y'all climb on in. I know y'all was out there celebrating that demonic holiday. I know it was you. Spending all y'all money. I know it was you. Nah, I ain't here to judge nobody. But, hey, y'all really should look up the history behind these holidays. Especially Christmas. It'll blow your mind. Y'all climb on in. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Why every time I come to the shop, it's closed? That means you're going to the wrong shop because my shop not closed. I never opened up the location in Florissant, and I never will. I'm actually taking my sign down next week. So you coming by the wrong shop. Our shop is private. You have to call in and book a private consultation to actually even come there. Blessings, blessings, y'all. Y'all climb on in, climb on in. Y'all see what we got for the title. The fruit shall be for meat, and the herb shall be for healing. The reason why I'm going live and talking about this, I've just been seeing a lot of people now dropping a lot of bad information on fruits and on vegetables and pushing this carnivore diet super hard and talking about all the anti-nutrients, compounds and chemicals that's inside of plants and how plants have defense mechanisms and fruits have defense mechanisms. And I agree to a certain extent, but I think that they are taking information and they taking the truths out of the information and then they twisting it to make it fit their agenda to get you to go buy, supplements that they're selling or to get you to go, be a part of whatever agenda they pushing, and they're not giving you the whole truth and letting you sit back and come up with conclusions for yourself. So y'all get y'all pens and y'all pads. I want y'all to write this information down. I'm going to show you how your fruit is for meat. Your fruit is your food and your herbs are for healing. A lot of people think that herbs are for food, but they really not. And that's the reason why they do have a bunch of anti-nutrient properties in them. But these things initiate a detoxification process. And that's the reason how the herbs is for the healing of the nations. A lot of people are herbalists. A lot of people are selling plant material, selling botanicals, and don't even know what the herbs do in the body. They always talk about the health benefits of herbs, but they don't talk about the physiology or the molecular structure of the herbs and what it does to the actual cells. Most of plants are poisonous, and they're poisonous for a reason, because plants don't want to be eaten. And the reason why a plant don't want to be ate is because the plant wants you to eat the reproductive part of it, which is the fruit. The leaf, the stem, the roots, and the seeds is what actually grow the fruit to be meat for you. So every compound that's in the stem, every compound that's in the root, every compound that's in the leaf, or every compound that's in the actual seed will have some type of poisonous effect to the body. When you take these herbs, this poison effect to the body initiate what they call immunological response, or what I call a lymphatic defense system response. And that's actually what kicks on a detoxification process in the body. So you're detoxing because you're eating poisonous plants. You're not really detoxing because the plant is good for you. The plant does have properties in it. The plant does have minerals in it. The plant does have amino acids in it. The plant does have all these healing constituent things in it, but that's for itself because the plant is a living entity. So it's going to have amino acids. It's going to have all these different things because there's really no difference between you and the plant. You see what I'm saying? You have magnesium in your blood. The plant have chlorophyll in its blood. The plant have chloroplasts, which is melanin, or what you call chlorophyll. And then you have actually melanin or carbon in yours. But there really is no difference between you and a plant. So plants are not made to be ate by humans. You can eat them, but it will kick on a detoxification phase because plants have a self-defense mechanism inside of them. You have things like tannins. That is a plant defense mechanisms. You have saponins. That is a plant defense mechanism. You have lectins. That is a plant defense mechanism. You have phytic acid. That is a plant defense mechanism. You have glucoraphanin. That is a plant defense mechanism. You have sulforaphane. That is a plant defense mechanism. You have glucosylolates. All of these things with these long ass chemical words or different poisonous effects that eating plant material, whether we're talking about the leaf, whether we're talking about the seed, whether we're talking about the root, or whether we're talking about the stem. That's what these things do to the body. Now, the beautiful thing about this is it initiates a detoxification phase because it triggers what they call the immune system. And then it start purging. That's why if you look at phytic acid, what do phytic acid does? It binds up or it inhibits mineral uptake. For instance, if you take something that's high in phytic acid right now, it's gonna basically, like for instance, kidney beans. A bean, any type of seed is high in phytic acid. Phytic acid inhibit mineralization because you can't uptake the minerals because it binds them together. When it binds them together, the body's going to start looking for minerals. So it's going to start pulling minerals from the interstitial fluid of the cells and from the tissues. Once that cell starts, basically the equilibrium of the cell get thrown off wax because you're missing potassium and you missing sodium or any other phosphates that you need, the body going to start looking for it and can't find it. So it's going to immediately kick the body into a detoxification phase. Now you're detoxing and you're cleansing, but you're going through all these different symptoms. So they would say the scientific part of it, they would say, well, these are lectins and these are plant defense mechanisms. So these plants are bad for the body. When actually it's not. You just introduce your body to a poison, and that poison, you know, your body is so smart, the body tried to actually drown out the poison. And that's all this stuff is. Same thing when it comes to healing the illusion we call disease. What these people are doing is they're taking truths and taking certain facts and then mixing it together, playing on your perception, and then pushing their agenda. That's it. And that's the reason. And notice, and this is the crazy part, this is how smart nature is, and this is how smart God is. You only find all of these different defense mechanisms in the leaf. You only find them in the root, the stem. You see that? In the seed, but you never find them in the actual fruit, showing you what's supposed to be meat onto you. So the reproductive part of the plant is what you really supposed to be eating. And notice that have flesh in it. Apple have flesh in it. A peach have flesh in it. Pears have flesh. Oranges have flesh. You see that? Any fruit you name that have seed, a grape have flesh. Grapes are, look, and grapes are full of tannins. Tannin is an anti-nutrient chemical. But if you look at what tannin does to the body, tannin thins out the blood. It stops coagulation or agglomeration of blood cells. So people that have thick blood or deep thrombosis of the veins or growing aneurysms, or they have a bunch of coagulations and mass tissues inside of the bloodstream, instead of you getting on a blood thinner, you can eat grapes. The skin of the grapes and certain flesh of the grapes actually have tannins. If you look up the word tannin, it actually comes from the word tan. Or you have something called wine tanning chemicals. And that's basically when you go get a tan, you get darker. This is the dark pigmentation of fruits. This is the dark pigmentation of the reproductive part that grow from the fruit called tannins. And that's the reason why tannins are high in dark grapes, or tannin is high in what you would call white oak bark, because white oak bark is brown. But if you look at the chemical compounds in it, it actually thins out your blood naturally, and it increases blood circulation and blood flow naturally. You see that? But on the flip side, it does thin out the blood. So if you get a cut, you can bleed out. So instead of them telling you that the tannins thin out the blood and increases blood circulation, they always want to talk about the bad part, that if you get cut, you will bleed out. Like, why are you not talking about the good part? And since you're naturally thinning the blood, guess what you're doing? You're decreasing what you'll call hydrostatic pressure or oncotic pressure, meaning that tannins lower blood pressure. But they don't never publish the good side to fruits or the good side to vegetables. They always publish the bad parts, and they want to call them anti-nutrient foods. But this do still prove my point that you are not an herbivore, you're a frugivore, and you only supposed to be eating herbs when you need to detoxify, because you need those poisonous compounds to open up the meridian pathways, to open up any different types of NRF2 pathways or metabolic pathways of the cells, where you can purge all the acidic waste out of the body. Another one is lectins. Everybody talk about how bad lectins is. You hear a bunch of doctors talking about lectins and how lectin is a protein and it comes with gluten and wheat germ glutenate and AGG compounds, how it can pass the blood and brain barrier, and it look like it have morphine molecules that can attach to the brain and make you crazy. These things are true. These things are true. But if you look at how lectin work too, lectin actually help you kill Helicobacter pylori or H. pylori. And a lot of people are suffering from that. And also lectins shut off what you will call your mastocyte cells, which is so-called immune cells. But why is it cutting it off? It's cutting it off because they're initiated too much. And this is where you get so-called autoimmune diseases at. So like I noticed certain people that have so-called autoimmune disease, because remember, there's no such thing as an autoimmune disease anyway. You're suffering from systemic acidosis. When you eat certain type of lectin-forming foods, you see certain cells get cut off and certain cells get cut on that actually stop the reproduction or the mass production of acidic waste from coming from the cells. But again, they won't tell you about stuff like that. They only talk about the bad part of all of these foods, showing that they pushing some type of agenda. But I'm glad they are talking about it, though, because it shows you and it's constantly teaching us that we are made to eat fruits and some vegetables. So fruits is for meat and then herbs are for the healing. A lot of people don't believe in the Bible. I don't believe in everything the Bible say. But one thing it did say in the book of Genesis, on Hebrew, we call it the book of Bereshit, chapter 1, verse 29, it said that fruit shall be meat unto you. Fruit's supposed to be meat unto us, and then the herbs shall be meat unto the animal kingdom. And then herbs shall be healing for you, and then other herbs and things like that will be healing onto the animal kingdom. So we're not supposed to be eating herbs or vegetables, because all herbs are vegetables. Let's get that right. A dried vegetable is in fact a herb. A dried vegetable is in fact a herb. And these things are foods, but they're not food for us. These things are made to grow 2-ton animals. That's why if you look at the meats that you eating that you ain't supposed to be eating, notice what they eat. They eating vegetable matter. They're eating the amaranth. They're eating grains. They're eating corn. They're eating all different types of grasses that grow from the earth. That's why they very, very high in what they call proteins, or what I call a complex amino acid structure. That's why they very, very high in all of these lectins and all of these so-called anti-nutrient foods, because the animals are so big it won't harm them. See, it gives you a detoxification phase. To them, it gives them all the phytonutrients they need. But let a field mice eat those things. It'll kill them dead as a doorknob. And if y'all think I'm lying, y'all can just Google studies on mice being injected with phytates, being injected with gordigan foods, gluten, being injected with glucose cynoraffinins, been injected with oxalates and phytoestrogen. It kills them. Within 18 months, they dead as a doorknob because they so small, showing you that plants have their own pesticides in them. Plants have their own pesticides. They have their own natural pest control because they don't want to be ate, because they need to keep reproducing the fruit part of the plant for you can eat it, for it can be meat to you. See, this is what I'm saying. It's deeper than just looking at your physiological structure and looking to see that you don't have claws, looking to see that you don't have long canines like a carnivore. You walk upright. You don't walk horizontal. You're a vertical human being. You don't walk horizontal like a cat. You don't get up to 70 miles an hour to track down your prey. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a tail that have sensors on it. Your nose and your smelling mechanism don't go outside a certain spectrum of the light cold frequency, so you can't smell blood from afar off. You don't have them type of senses to be connected to the earth to feel the movement of another animal that you can't see. The reason why is because you are a nurturer. You are not a hunter. That's why if you look back then at the hunter and gatherers, they had to make tools to look like animals. They created knives to look like claws. For what? For they can track down their prey and they can kill it. They created all types of guns now for they can shoot their prey, for they don't have to run and be like a feline to catch it. Now they're creating camouflage that animals naturally have. Usually, if you see a lion up close, you getting your ass ate up because you couldn't see it, because it blended in with the bushes of the jungle and it was crouching. You don't even have the body to crouch like that. You know what I'm saying? And blend in with the area you from. Your pigmentation don't match your area. Because you are not made to be a hunter, because you ain't supposed to be hunting and killing and eating your food. Your food's supposed to be living, growing from plants. And it's called fruit. And then the other plant or chlorophyll, leafy or stem or seed part supposed to be eaten when you need to purge because of environmental pollutants, or you just having rust of your cells because you're going through oxidation stress. You see that? Do y'all get what I'm saying? If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. I'm going to answer some questions at the end of this. I just need y'all to understand what I'm saying. Exactly. No, this is a tattoo, y'all. It's not a bruise. And I ain't talking about you, but you got to be super idiotic to think that this is a bruise that just forms just like this. No, I wish I can get a laser removed, but I don't want nobody putting no laser right here because my third eye is right behind it. So I already got it. I already got a tat on there. I don't want to do nothing else. Okay, so y'all get it. So if you look at things like a goitrogen forming foods is basically they impair the thyroid and they grow, they act and it binds calcium together. And if you look at the thyroid and the parathyroid produces something called calcitonin. Calcitonin pulls calcium from the bone calcium matrix, and what happens is it goes to the thyroid and then it gets distributed throughout the bloodstream through the rest of the body. Goitrogen forming foods like, for instance, the brassica family, what you would call the cruciferous vegetable family, which is broccoli, which is one of your most nutrient dense hybrid vegetables on earth. I don't know nothing that have more nutrients than a broccoli sprout, especially the sprout part. But if you have Graves' disease or Hashimoto's or hyperthyroid disease or hyperthyroidism or hypothyroidism, I wouldn't suggest you eat it, because what it does is it constricts and it binds with calcium and it concentrates calcium on the actual thyroid gland. So now it grows the thyroid and make the thyroid bigger because of calcification and mucus. So this is what you would call a goitrogen forming food. Notice the first word of it is goiter. You see that? So the doctors will call that or the scientists will call, or the biochemists will call that an anti-nutrient food. But it's really not an anti-nutrient food. It's trying to help you heal the body by pulling calcium from the bone calcium matrix, because calcium acts as a buffer or neutralizer of acids. It's all biochemistry here. So when you truly break down herbs and plant material and what they do for the body, it has this purge effect on the body because they have defense mechanisms or these little poison chemicals in them, because they don't want you to eat them, because they want to constantly live so they can reproduce fruits. But you can eat fruit as food, and then you can eat them whenever you need to be healed. And if you look at it, it's super beautiful because plants truly sacrifice themselves, and they're living entities with souls. They have rhythmatic frequencies. They sing. You can plug plants up into certain types of vibrational sounds now, electronic sounds, and they have rhythm. They sing a symphony. They all connected by the mycelium network. We talking about real living entities called the plant kingdom. And they sacrifice themselves daily to not only feed us when they not supposed to be feeding us, because they produce something that you don't have to kill them for. They produce fruits for you can eat and they can still live. But they kill themselves daily because sometimes you need to eat the whole thing to have that poisonous effect on the body, to actually kick your body into a detoxification phase where you can purge out all the environmental pollutants, toxins, the wrong foods you've been eating, chemical compounds and cleaning products you've been cleaning with, deodorant you've been wearing since you've been 10 that's jacking up your lymphatic system. So I think we need to be more appreciative about the botany kingdom, and we need to thank the creator more for putting things here on earth like that for us, because we don't even understand what food is, and we damn sure don't understand what true medicine is. And that's why they say, let your food be thy medicine and let your medicine be thy food. Medicine is food when you need it, and that's going to be the plant kingdom. Regular food is what the plant produces, which is the fruit fleshly part. So you're a frugivore, you're not an herbivore, but you can eat herbs when you're sick, because herbs come with little bitty cytopoisonous chemicals that's going to kick on a detoxification process or phase in the body. That's why if you take too many herbs, you can kill your liver, because they're poisonous. Poke root will kill you dead as a doorknob. Blood root will kill you dead as a doorknob. You can't even ingest blood root like that. You see that? There Pavana seeds, one Pavana seed will kill a freaking horse. A Pavana seed will kill a horse. And this is the seeds that help grow all the other different plants that you need. It actually helps grows what you will call the duck flower. You see what I'm saying? So like we truly got to slow down and start really knowing what we talk about before we talking about things. And you just got other people out here that, you know, jumping on this wave and just want to be a herbalist because it's trending and don't even know what they talking about. Like they act like herbs are very, very good for us. They actually not. They come with chemical compounds that makes your body detoxify. And that's the reason why you get a purging effect. Notice when I put you on herbs, what's the first, especially my herbs, because they're so strong, you're going to be shitting like a mug. You're going to have diarrhea. You probably going to be doing 20 stools a day. Yes. 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 Your anus going to get turned inside out because you pooping so much. Yes, that's what you call hemorrhoids. You throwing up and you vomiting. Anybody that been on the 3 bitters, you pooping every 10 minutes, you throwing up, you vomiting. You might get a skin rash because your skin now is expectorating. If you look at all the symptoms that you get when you on herbs, it's damn near sound like a allergic reaction. But when you look at lectins, guess what lectins does? Lectins pull histamines from your actual blastocells cells. When you pull a histamines, it have an allergic effect on the body, and the body expectorate. That's what the body does to snake venom. That's what the body does when you get bit by a poisonous spider. So how is my body reacting the same to when I'm getting bit by actual poisonous creature in the jungle? It's acting the same and doing the same purging effect when I take these herbs? So what is the herbs really doing? Huh? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. Like, we need to learn what we talking about before we just start talking. We just regurgitate what everybody say. And that's the reason why you're not supposed to be on certain herbs for 14 days. For instance, chaparral, or what they call chaparral. Chaparral it tears the liver up. It's so many articles. You can Google right now and look up a scholarly article on people taking certain amounts of chaparral for 14 days straight and how it's killing the actual kidneys and the liver. But if you take it in the right dosage and you don't take as much and you actually do a 14 days on, 14 days off, it's very good and it cleanses and purifies the bloodstream. Why is that? Same thing with oregano oil. You can't take oregano oil 30 consecutive days straight. You will kill the liver and the kidneys because it's too hard on the liver because of the poisonous chemicals that's inside of oregano oil. Because the poison chemicals that's inside of black seed oil. You only can take them 14 days off. Why? Because the poisonous chemicals. But you can use the poisonous chemicals as an advantage because it's going to cause the body to go through a major purge or detoxification. Because it want to get it out. And when it's getting the poison out, it's getting everything else out with it. Which is the acids, which is the acidic medium, which is all the buffering effects is on the body. Parasites that ain't supposed to be in the body that can't go back to their pleomorphic stage. You see that? The environmental pollutants from the air, from the water, mercury, heavy metals that's not supposed to be deep within inside of the tissues. It helps move what you would call the interstitium fluid of the body, the intracellular fluid of the body, the intervascular fluid of the blood vessels. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So herbs work because they poisonous. Why you think there's old myth in people in Mexico that let snakes bite them once a month? They let snakes bite them once a month. And why? Because it keeps them healthy, because the poison take them through a major detoxification. And a disclaimer, I'm not telling you to go get bit by a poisonous snake. That's the dumbest thing you can do. But there's certain cultures that practice that. Yeah, y'all can know. Look this stuff up, y'all. Bloodroot, poke root, chaparral, black seed, oregano. Let's talk about it. These are things that you cannot take every single day. You have to put them on some type of schedule. If not, you will kill the liver and you will mess up the kidneys. And then they come with high oxalates. And what oxalate does is it binds 2 minerals. It binds potassium and it binds sodium. And this is what you would call a soluble acids, meaning you can absorb these things and then they go throughout the bloodstream and they cause coagulation. But it has something called insoluble acid intake where it binds calcium. And when it binds calcium, it immediately goes through the lymphatic way, it goes the lipid way, and then it try to get to the kidneys. Once it make it to the kidneys, it then brought all this calcium with them, and it literally gives you calcified stones. It gives you kidney stones, or it gives you bowel stones, or what you would call gallbladder stones that come from the liver. And we talking about herbs here. So it's herbs that's supposed to be for healing, but they having such a negative effect on the body because we're taking them too much and we don't know what we're doing because we're not learning the herbs correctly. All because you don't realize that the herbs are supposed to be done in balance, and you're supposed to learn the anti-nutrient facts of the herbs. And if you take them the right way and according to the right time, it will give you a great detoxification process because your body's trying to get rid of it because you got a bunch of poison chemicals that come from the plant because the plant made its own defense mechanism because it don't want to be ate because they give birth to fruits, and these fruits supposed to be food for you. But now it's been changed where we hate the fruits and we eat the vegetable. So you're getting rid of the stuff you're supposed to eat, which is the fruit, and you eat the vegetable when it's supposed to be the opposite way around. And then when you get sick, you eat what? The vegetable. And that's why if you look at phytic acid, it suppresses your appetite. So notice what these things do. It causes a detoxification mechanism and process on the body. It stops your appetite and it makes you fast because it lessens your appetite. It gives you a purging effect. It gives you diarrhea. It gives you cold and flu-like symptoms because it's going to make it's going to stimulate the mucosa membrane. So you're going to be hacking and sneezing up and coughing all types of mucus and mucosa or saliva out of your mouth, your nose, your ears, your eyes, your anus. You see that? Your urinary tract. It's going to give you outbreaks. You're going to have all types of skin rashes because now your skin is acting as a third kidney, which is a filtering mechanism. Sound like taking a poison to me. It's the same thing with healing the illusion we call disease, the book that I got coming out. We need to change our perception of what's going on. And it shows you how you can use nature for your own benefit, but you don't have to abuse nature either. And that's the reason why we make sure that we pick herbs and forage herbs that we know we gonna sell. We're just not out here just picking herbs and putting them on the shelves, killing innocent plants. They don't want to be ate anyway. And then you can't even use them for all their goodies because they dry and all the phytonutrients is damn near dumbed down after 4 to 5 days of pulling them from where they come from anyway. So now we got to isolate them, make sure that we keep them in the right food grade containers to preserve all of the phytochemicals and nutrients in them. This whole different process because we got to constantly pick them from the ground just to make $1 off of them. And then that's not what it's for. They really for healing. And it's coming from a person that make money from selling herbs. You see what I'm saying? And it just shows you the actual purifying effect of fruits. Fruits hydrate you. Fruits come with all the amino acids they need. Fruits come with all of the sugars, or what you will call monosaccharides, which is glucose and fructose that you need. Fruits come with all the sodium that you need. Fruits is very, very hydrative, H3O2 water. And fruits are very astringent. So just by hydrating alone, you will kick on a natural detoxification mechanism or phase in the body. Just by fruits alone. Y'all get me? How about creating urine? Urine. I don't get what you mean, Faith 151. I don't get what that means. Yes, turmeric is amazing. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a fruit. Turmeric is a root. But cayenne pepper is a fruit. Call it the red pepper fruit. So yes, fruits and vegetables, y'all. That's what we supposed to be eating. But it just shows you, though, that plants don't want to be ate. And y'all look that up. Look at videos and just get on YouTube and look at how they put these little mice in laboratories and they let them eat these plants and how these plants is killing their ass. Plants have their own natural pesticides. And that's why I don't see why the agricultural community, or what I would call the terrorist community, because that's what the agriculture community is, because we're supposed to be into permaculture, but not horticulture or agriculture or electroculture. We're supposed to be into that too. But why are they spraying pesticides and chemicals all over our seeds and all over our crops when the plants naturally have their own pesticides? Which is what I was talking about. You awesome too, Miss Valerie. I appreciate you as well. All right, y'all ready to answer some questions? Yeah, but no, that's why, look, whenever you buy your herbs, especially from an herb company, make sure y'all reading the usage and the disclaimers on the herbs. They will tell you a lot about them, y'all. They'll tell you if you need to taper off of them, how many days you're supposed to be on or off of them. They'll tell you what symptoms to watch out for and all of that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? It's real. I mean, I think it's real good education on how to use herbs. We just, you know, a lot of people teach y'all that herbs are healthy, but you never understood why. And I'm telling you why. It's because they're poisonous. So it's looked at as a perception as they healthy because that poison shocks the body and it kicks on what they will call the immune system. The body goes into a state of fight or flight. Cortisol gets high in the blood. This initiates a detoxification response. Simple. Same thing as if you drunk alcohol right now. Your ass get drunk as hell at night. You will have fun and it's going to kick in the next morning though. And they call it a hangover. What do a hangover consist of? You're very lethargic. You get very nauseated, meaning you're dizzy. You're throwing up and vomiting and you shitting and pissing at the same time. I used to be a drunk. I remember waking up every damn day, pooping and peeing on the toilet with the trash can in my face. Shit coming out the front and back end simultaneously. One of the hardest detoxification phases I ever went through. Being an alcoholic. Being hungover is a detoxification mechanism because you took a poison called alcohol and the body did everything to purge that shit up out of you. Same thing when you take a very strong herb. You took a herb called medicine and the body sensed that poison and it's going to do everything to you think I'm lying. Go get drunk and go through your hangover and then go take YAHKI Awakened 3 bitters. Same effect. Am I lying now, B? Same effect. Go get YAHKI 3 bitters, which is not an alcohol at all. These are organic herbs actually took and harvested from the land of their origin. I mean, brilliantly, you know, ratioed by I myself. Go get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Go through that hangover process. You're going to get a hangover. You might have bloatiness. You're going to get diarrhea. Yeah. You're going to be nauseated. You're going to be peeing, pooping, and vomiting at the same time. All off the alcohol. Wait a week and then go get them 3 bitters to clean that alcohol up out of you. You're going to go through the same thing. So what is the common denominator? That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The body is super intelligent. We give praises to everything but ourselves, man. And it's crazy because your body is a direct reflection of nature and it's a direct reflection of God. The body is made to heal itself. You just need things in this outward reality or this outside environment to help kick on that healing mechanism that's already inside you. That's why I can't even call myself a healer for real. I'm not healing y'all. Your body healing itself. I'm just facilitating the healing by giving you things that I know that's going to purge your molecular structure. That's going to purge your cells on an intracellular level. That's it. I just know what to do to cause the body to purge. You are the healer. Your body is the healer. You are. I can't take no credit I really can't take no credit for that. That's why, yes, FBI is going to be hard to lock me up because I ain't healed nothing. The body heals itself. I'm just helping y'all out. I'm just giving y'all the things that you need to put that body into a detoxification phase. And these are the facts. Now, I'm very good at mixing up these poisonous herbs. I can make them as potent and powerful as possible to give you a very, very strong, astringent detoxification effect. But the body is doing it. You got to remember that life is not reacting to us. I mean, we are not reacting to life. Life is reacting to us. You see what I'm saying? We are not reacting to herbs. Herbs are reacting to us. We are the gods here. We are very much in control, y'all. We just don't think that because we have been, they done fed us this fucking false narrative and illusion. So you are changing everything around you. Same thing if you smoke a blunt right now. You really think the blunt gets you high. You think the marijuana gets you high. You already have THC being produced in your brain between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. So when you smoke and you get the other constituents from the weed, your brain reacts to the weed. The weed is not reacting to your body. You see, that's how people is able to do certain breath exercises and get the same high that you get from smoking a blunt. It's damn near all placebo when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big ass placebo effect. Your mind and your body is so fucking brilliant and so powerful. It's crazy. Yes, THC. I said it right. Yep, your brain produces it naturally. DMT. Your brain produces DMT naturally between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. They call it paranormal hours because you start seeing spiritual things, because you start intertwining with different dimensions of densities, because you're producing these trip molecules. But you will go get the shroom and praise the shroom. No, the shroom is just in the body doing what it's supposed to do, connecting with DMT, which is already naturally in you. So it's your body reacting to everything else. You are in control. DMT is naturally produced inside of the brain. LSD, or what you would call acid, is naturally produced already inside of the brain. In fact, when you die, you release the most DMT that you ever have in your whole life. And you need that DMT, I think. Can't be proven, but I think you need that DMT to take you on a trip where you can go into different dimensions, where you can literally put your soul and spirit into a different molecular vehicle on a different plane of density. That's why if you take DMT, the first thing you do is go on a trip. You start going through these funnels and tunnels of enlightenment. You start seeing colors and spectrums you never seen before. And then you have the best God experience you ever had in your life. But you took shrooms to release that DMT that was already within you. It's kind of like God created this matrix. I know that there's a matrix inside of this matrix. That's getting deep if I talk about that. But God created this natural matrix, or this natural prison, because it's still a prison when you think about it, shit. And it put all of these different tools and mechanisms around us for it can validate things that's already within us. It's kind of like God knew that we would have this self-doubt. God knew that we would start believing in other things outside of ourselves and outside of our ancestors. And now we put in so much faith and hope into other things to really get a spiritual reaction, when all the spiritual characteristics and integrities and magic, all that shit is already within you. You see what I'm saying? We just so used to being validated by things outside of ourselves. And that's how you get addictive personalities, crackheads, dope heads, alcoholics, and all these things. It's in you. Your body naturally produces alcohol. Naturally. It's called fermentation. You eat a fruit right now and it's going to go through fermentation. Candida albicans is going to break those fruits down, and your body is going to produce alcohol. So the alcohol you drink, you already got it. Your body produce it naturally. THC, or the weed you smoke, you already produce those molecules naturally. The DMT you need that you get from your mushrooms or different types of tars, your body produce it naturally. Everything that you're doing to validate you somewhere, all this outward validation that you need to I don't know what we need it for, because y'all got to remember, I snorted cocaine when I was younger. I smoked 20 blunts a day. I drank alcohol every day. Whatever I was trying to find, becoming a biochemist, becoming a master herbalist, learning these things in schools, talking to professors, it made me realize, damn, what I've been chasing was already within me the whole time. I just need to breathe. I just need to meditate. I just need to tap into what's already within me, and I can unlock all of those things and have the same high, have the same dopamine release, have the same expression that I need if I just concentrated on what's within and quit worrying about what's on the outside. Y'all see that? If y'all got what I'm saying so far, type in some nines and we'll start getting to the questions. Do you think they understand what I'm telling them?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to tell y'all that y'all are the gem. Y'all are the jewel. Everything you need is within inside of you. Straight up. Straight up. Life is not happening to you. You are happening to life. And we can scientifically prove this shit. Let me say it again. Life is not happening to you. You are happening to life. And I think y'all run from that because this leaves you to be responsible and without excuse. You got to get up off your ass and really make something of yourself. Because again, life is not happening to you. You are happening to life. I was on a podcast the other day when I was in Miami, Florida. And somebody brought up my heart attack. And it was like, How was the heart attack? How did it change your life? How did the heart attack feel? And I had to keep it real. I said, man, I ain't have a heart attack. I said, I attacked my heart. Didn't I say that, Nabi?
Yes.
I attacked my heart. I'm happening to life. Life didn't happen to me. I didn't just wake up and have a bad heart. I was drinking, smoking, snorting cocaine, not getting no sleep, running around, hustling, rapping on tour, doing everything under the sun, but wasn't taking care of my body. I can't blame that on my heart. I attacked my heart. My heart didn't attack me. I attacked it. When you start changing and looking at things in their perspective, it gives you like this inner power, and it gives you the force and the will to make changes in your reality, because you realize that you create your own reality. We have a problem with blaming everybody outside of ourselves for the current situations that we in. Negroes, you the only person living in this body. Well, at least you're supposed to be. Anybody else living up in there, you need to have an exorcism and you need to be baptized. Shifting perspectives is key. I agree. Let me take some calls, y'all. Y'all can ask anything y'all want to ask. Anything y'all want to ask. Let me take some calls. Let's see who we got on here. And you got to show your face, tell me your name, and say where you from. Let me see, join. All right, let's do it. Somebody said you want the root cause. I straight feel that. That's deep. You are the root causes to your dis-ease. That was powerful. I guess y'all hung up. Let me accept somebody else. Y'all can ask whatever y'all want to ask. It's not scripted, none of that. Y'all can ask whatever. I come from the dome of mine. Beautiful thing about me, I usually know everything, but if I come across something I don't know, I'm gonna tell you. It was just here, y'all. If I see it again, I'll click on it. Y'all just click join the call. That one just disappeared now. I don't know where it went, y'all. I was like they took the button away. Let's try it again. Okay, I just found it, y'all. Let's see. And it says my sound is breaking up. What about now? Can y'all hear me? Peace, guys. How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
That's why, y'all. The whole time I'm on my damn. Can you hear me good now?
Yeah.
Okay, peace. What's your name, Goddess? Where you from?
My name's Derica. I'm from St. Louis.
From the Lou. Miss
Yes.
Derica, you from the hometown.
Yes.
What part of Lou you from?
The University City.
You see me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
So
going
I
on
had a
with you?
question. My son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes back when we all had COVID. And like you said, I'm not accepting of it. So I'm just wanting to know where can I start with
How
healing
many
him?
how many units is he on a day?
Oh, well, he takes it basically with I guess about how many carbs we divide it by the carbs he's taking in. So usually it varies. So probably like 13 or 20. So just depending on whatever he eats.
Is he on a pen or is he on a pump?
Depend.
Be on the pen. So this is what we have done for our hyper or hypoglycemic clients in the past. What we do is, since he is insulin dependent, we had him stay on the insulin while we're finding the exact fruits. Because if you have, so first, diabetes just stand for sweet urine, and the reason why I stand for sweet urine is because you're not yielding insulin from the
Right.
pancreas, and what happens is the glucose raises the sugar in the blood, and you don't have insulin to act as a key mechanism to make it inside the cell. So what happens is the sugar stays inside the blood and coagulates, and usually the blood try to break it down as much as possible, and it send it to the kidneys, and then you filtrate it out, and then it's inside of the actual kidneys, and that's why they call it sweet urine, which is diabetes. So
Mm-hmm.
what we would do is we would find fruits, because notice, in order to use insulin, you need glucose. So glucose go. You eat say if you eat a salad right now, and if you eat a piece of meat, the body's going to break it down to glucose. Once the body breaks it down to glucose, glucose is then going to be used. Glucose is going to be going into the blood, right? It's going to
Mhm.
get pulled in or absorbed through the blood. What the pancreas is, the pancreas have these three cells inside of it. The first one is called alpha cells, which produce glucagon. Glucagon is what raises the sugar in the blood. The second one is a hormone that's called insulin. This is made by the beta cells. And what insulin does is it acts as a key and it opens up the cell membrane to allow glucose to go in. Right now, there's a
Okay.
beautiful thing though, because when you do fruit or you take the fructose route, the fruit doesn't need the pancreas. The fruit goes through a lipid route or goes to the liver. That's why a lot of people, get alcoholic disease or have a bunch of sugar built up on their liver. It's a sugar
Right.
disease that's built up on the liver because it goes the liver route. So what we have been doing for the last 10 years is when we see somebody that's on an insulin pen or an insulin pump, we take them off of meat, we take them off of dairy products, we take them off of all grains, gluten, wheats, breads, everything, and we
Mhm.
take them off of vegetables and we put them on a big old fruit diet. And what we do on this fruit diet is we test fruits one by one. So the first
Mhm.
thing I would do is test apples because apples usually are low when you look at their glycemic index. And all the
Right.
glycemic index is, it just tests the range of sugar of a certain fruit. And you see that the glycemic index is super low. Everybody body different though, because I know a guy when they eat apples, their sugar shoots up.
Go.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But remember,
Mhm.
everything you eat is going to raise your blood sugar. What happens is if it doesn't go down after an hour and a half, or two
Right.
hours, that's
Can
the
have
issue.
it.
You see
Right.
that? So
Mhm.
do fruit by fruit. The first thing I would try is apples. If apples
Okay.
raises his blood sugar for more than 2 hours, then he can't have apples. But if apples start dropping his blood sugar back normal after 2 hours, yes, that's one thing you will add to the list.
Okay.
Second thing will be pears. I noticed pears, the green
Mhm.
ones, not the Asian pears. Pears got a low glycemic index. It doesn't raise the blood sugar. You see that?
Okay.
If it keep it low and it drops after 2 hours, add pears to the list. Next, start with a fatty acid like avocado flesh. See if
Mhm.
avocados raise it. If it don't, then keep that on the list and go through fruits. Get about 10 or 15 fruits, and the ones that doesn't raise his blood sugar, the once you get up to 15, these are the ones you're going to keep him on while he's
Okay.
cleansing out his pancreas. The one that do raise his blood sugar, them the ones you're not going to keep him on because of course that's going to make him use the insulin pen.
Right.
So
Okay.
the whole idea of this is to find fruits that because the sugar gonna go up regardless, but find fruits within 2 hours that the sugar regulates itself. That way he ain't gotta kick the carbs by using the insulin pen. While you doing
Okay.
that, that's when you get herbs for the pancreas. What we use is the geogenetic therapeutic one level one package off the website, and we go in. First thing we do is we deworm the pancreas because usually you find fluke worms in the pancreas. You're going to find obstructions in the pancreas and a bunch of phosphorus built up in the pancreas. That's what we notice. Then we go after the kidneys and the adrenals because the adrenal glands, or what you call the autonomic nervous system, is what commands and communicate with the beta cells of the pancreas to tell the pancreas to produce insulin anyway. So what we have noticed is it's a nervous system to diabetes. It's a nervous system issue, and that's
Mhm.
because the islands of Langerhans is not communicating with the nervous system, and the nervous system is not communicating, telling the beta cells to produce insulin. So you have to stimulate the autonomic nervous system again, which is the adrenals. So you cleanse the kidneys and the adrenals, and you get the pancreas online. Now, what we have noticed though, black seed oil is very, very good to restore the pancreas. It's very good. Nopal
Right.
cactus powder is very good for the pancreas. Bitter melon is very, very good. Bitter melon is amazing for the pancreas. These are things that you can start getting them on and putting them on now until you get the package that will start restoring that process. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? But you're gonna have to, in order to stop him from using that pen, you got to take a different eating route because when you eating anything else other than fruit, you got to go to the pancreas. Fruits are the only things that you can eat where you don't have to use the pancreas. So you can allow that pancreas to rest, and we can deworm that pancreas and regenerate that pancreas and try our hardest to get the communication back to the pancreas by way of the autonomic nervous system. So that's where I would start at. And then what you would do is you would look up. I'm not an MD, so I can't tell you to take them off the insulin pen.
Right.
But what you can do is this: you can, what if it was me and that was my child, what I would do is I would do exactly what I said, and then you'll start seeing days go by, then weeks go by. He haven't used his insulin pen because he didn't need insulin because he went a lipid route, and those fructoses went through the liver and then go through the pancreas. And then
Mm-hmm.
while you cleansing the pancreas up, you start testing other foods. Now we're getting away from fruit. We're getting away from fruits. We're getting on vegetables. Let's see if glucose is now raising his blood sugar and not going back down. And that's how you can tell if he's healing or not.
Okay.
And once you're able to get him on glucose again, and his insulin is producing and you don't see his sugar staying raised, that's when you go back to the doctor and you get him tested again. And usually they'll be like, it's a miracle. We don't know what happened. He don't have
Right.
diabetes no more. What did you
Right.
do?
Right.
And you just
Okay.
don't ever tell them you went to me.
Right.
Because they're like, what's his name? Give me his number.
No, I
That's how
wouldn't.
we have,
Yeah.
don't they do that a lot? They be doctors be calling me. What mechanism did you use? Can we sit down? I am not sitting down with y'all.
Mm-mm.
So
Thank you.
that's what I would do. Did you write all of that down?
I mean, as much as I could, but can I get the website?
Yeah, so the website is www.yakiawaken.com. I'm putting that in there right now.
Mhm.
www.yakiawaken.com. And that's going to be the geogenetic level 1, therapeutic package level 1.
Geogenetic. Okay.
Yep, I just put it in the comments and I'm going to pin it. Geogenetic level 1. But
Okay.
it's very crucial that you test fruit by fruit. The more you test fruit by fruit, you actually know what's going on with his body. And everybody that's asking for the website, the link is in my bio, y'all. Just click the link in my bio. So geogenetic level 1, test the fruits. Remember, if you're doing all fruits, fruits can still raise glucose levels. So, a lot of people teach that fruit don't raise the glucose levels. Yes, they do. It does, even if it take a liver route. But there's certain fruits that have a low glycemic index where it where we don't need to go through no type of enzymic reaction through the actual pancreas.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you. Make sure you say peace, love, light, healing to your family.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Blessings to you. Yahki, what does your name mean in Hebrew besides Elohim? So my real name is Yakai. Yakai means God who gives life. Rapha in Hebrew means healer. Elohim means power of the gods who be. So it's basically Yah who give life and healer and a healer that has power. That's what my name means. So yeah, now I think I give y'all life. I most definitely know that I'm out here trying my best to help y'all heal yourselves. And I know I'm a powerful person. So I think I'm living out my name. But that's what it means, family. All right, who else we got? All right, y'all. I'm hitting them up and then I'm picking. Who we got? Who we got? Well, you an Israelite. I identify as an Israelite.
Yo,
Ra just means connected to. El means power. So an Israelite is one who was divinely connected to the power. In Hebrew, the word Hebrew means a bari. That just means to cross over. So I am a living entity who have crossed over from my animalistic nature to my higher self, and I am divinely connected to the Creator. So just based off the definition spiritually, I will call myself a Hebrew Israelite. Now, if y'all want to get into the bloodline and all of that, it's a total different topic and story. It's a lot of stuff I agree with, and it's a bunch of stuff I disagree with as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the type of person that hold myself to certain type of titles and all of that. I think I am everything. I am. I am that I am. Peace, God. How you feeling, brother?
peace, God. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. What's your name, brother? Where you from?
Ruler, man. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I live in AZ right now, though.
All right, Michigan in the building. Okay, you in that spiritual portal, man. AZ is spiritual portal, brother.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it out there to the Grand Canyon and stuff.
Yeah, that's why
I ain't been
all of
able
our
to yet,
ancient
though. So,
artifacts at God.
yeah,
Pyramids in that deal,
that's what I
Sphinx in
heard.
that deal,
That's what
literature,
I heard.
writings, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Talk to me, King.
So, really, it's about my son. He's 10 years old. He was born blind in one of
Mhm.
his eyes. So, what I think happened is his mama couldn't fully get him out of the vagina, and when he was getting crowned, he got stuck.
Mhm.
So I think what happened is that pressure like cut off
Yeah. The
a
red
nerve
nerve.
or something. So I'm just wondering, is there a way to gain that back, or because of the way it happened, it's
So
not?
so so what you have to do is you have to see is the optic nerve detached, fully detached. That's what I need to know. And I would need to know is the retina fully detached. What we see if the optic nerve is still attached, we probably can get some signals back, But I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Blindness is the only disease, man, that's been very, 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 very hard for me. And I can't even call it a disease. But blindness is the only thing that's been very hard for us to get back. Am I lying now, B? I say that, and I'm actually trying to. I've been taking blind clients for free,
Yeah.
just because I got healing testimonies and everything else but that.
Wow.
So I love to work with you on it, but I need to know if that octave nerve is fully detached. Because if it's fully detached, then me personally, there's nothing that I can personally do about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's not a healer out here that know how to do something with that, because I know that the cells can regenerate themselves. I just wouldn't know how to fully regenerate that or how long it will actually
Okay.
take. But if the octave nerve is still attached, you know what I'm saying, I believe I can help you out a whole lot.
Okay.
Not giving you no guarantee. I can't
Yeah.
guarantee you like I do with herpes and stuff like that,
Right.
because that's, you know, I'm efficient in that. I got a lot of testimonies in that. But as far as that, if it's still attached, I will love to work with you, and I work with you for free just to get the healing testimony.
For sure. Yeah. I'll figure that out, and I'll
Uh,
DM you.
so do this. Well, if I give it out online, everybody gonna be hitting you. So I can't do that because they're gonna blow you up. You ain't gonna be able to find your name. Let's do this. Yeah. Give me your name right now. My manager with me. He gonna write it down and then DM me. And once I'm done with the live, I'm gonna send him your info.
Okay. You want me to give you the
Yeah,
my IG?
yes. No, just give me your IG name and then DM me. That way I can check once I'm done with the live.
Yeah, the IG name is at VEETHARULA.
At VEETHARULA.
A RULA.
Say it one more time. At
VEETHARULA.
Okay, I got it.
Appreciate
We got that, guy. So yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Nah, man, it's all good, brother. I love to have that, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the only things that I ain't really like healed yet. Well, I can't
Yeah.
say the body heal itself, but the only thing I ain't help facilitate healing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I appreciate you, for real.
It's all good, brother. So talk to you soon. Make sure you say peace, love, light, healing to the family for me, bro.
Will do. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, who else we got on this deal? Peace.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing? Blessings to you,
I'm
goddess. What's your name?
blessings to you too, God. My name is Sade
Sade. Miss Sade, where you from?
from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas, in the building. What's up with you? Talk to me.
Yeah, so I'm calling in on behalf of my mother.
Okay.
So later in life, she developed vitiligo.
Mm-hmm.
It started off as like just a little patch on her eye. We thought maybe she was getting a birthmark later in life,
Mm-hmm.
and it just spread and it took over majority of her face. And I had a cousin who also had vitiligo, and he caught it, and then somehow it reversed itself.
Mine did the same
And
thing. I had it on my back, and I can send you some pictures. I had it on my back, and I had certain patches on my face around my eye, and I had it up under my chin. But when I went through, I did a 120-day juice fast, and during that 120-day juice fast with them herbs I made, mine slowly went away. Now that patch on my back didn't go away till like 5 years later though, so it's most definitely reversible. And the more and more I study about that, it's a loss of pigmentation in your skin due to melanocytes leaving that area. And the only time that I see melanocytes leave that area is when they need to go heal or basically de-stress a certain area of the body. So you see certain people with vitiligo, they have a melanin deficiency because their body is trying to detox, and melanin act as a carbon act as a polymer to help oxidative stress. That's why if you see a woman, right, especially a black woman, when she get pregnant, notice she get lighter around certain areas of her body, and then she get dark in certain areas of bodies, and then she start forming this very, very dark line on her stomach that goes
Mhm.
straight down, because the baby need those polymers and need that melanin to heal certain parts of the placenta. And that's the same thing she's going through. So she need to just heal the body. What I would do is I would help the body detox. Because when I went through the detoxes, all of those different light spots on my body, especially my back, went away. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I did a 120-day juice fast. I wouldn't do a 120-day juice fast if I was her, because I did get super, super skinny. But she can go on a 120-day fruit fast. And then she need to have fruits with a bunch of melanin in it. Fruits with melanin in it, one of them is called anthocyanins. That's melanin in fruit. And that's what makes fruits purple. It gives it that dark purple. Like eggplant got anthocyanins in it. Blueberries and blackberries have anthocyanins in it. Acai berries have anthocyanins. So she need to have a fruit diet that's high in berries because it got a bunch of melanin called anthocyanins. Another fruit is the melon family, especially when you get into the watermelon family. It got another melanin called lycopene in it. And that gives the fruit its red pigmentation. Red peppers have lycopene in it. And these things will help create the pigmentation to bring back in the areas where the melanin left at to go heal other areas. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
see, and somebody said they thought it was genetics. That's not true. There's nobody in my family with vertigo. You know what I'm saying? But I had it. You know what I'm saying? So where genetically did it come from? You'll start seeing when you start missing melanin in your body, it's because you are being unhealthy and that melanin is leaving certain areas of your body to go heal another area. And that's what melanin does. It's a polymer. Not only that, it's a antioxidant stage. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the most highly antioxidant species in your body. It kicks on glutathione. And glutathione is a molecule that open up metabolic pathways. It blocks you from harmful radiations from the sun. It helps rebuild the cells. There's no cells inside your body that can't even synthesize any types of amino acid without melanin or without this pigmentation that we call carbon. So, for people to like make a stance and say that it's genetic, I call that bullshit. I'm replying to a comment.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you want to know what? To that comment, though, we thought it was genetic because my mother's mother
uh-huh,
had it on her
uh-huh.
fingertips. So we was like, she caught it from her
But it be
mama.
the same. So, and this is what we learned, right? With that genetics, right? What we learned, it be passed down diets, it be passed down environments, it be passed down traditions, it be passed down customs that our great grandfathers and passed down. Like for instance, we have a tradition called butter rolls in my family, where my great grandmother taught my grandma how to make butter rolls, and then you start seeing diabetes in my family. I had diabetes, you know what I'm saying? But if you look at butter rolls, it's like 99% processed sugar. So you would think diabetes is genetically passed down through our family from my grandma down to me because my great grandma had it and my grandma had it. Now I have it, but we all had the same thing. We drunk Pepsi all our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We ate butter rolls and candy, the same eating traditions. So what we genetically inherited was the unhealthy lifestyle. It wasn't the disease. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a little
Mm-hmm.
shift and change in perspective. But you said
Mm-hmm.
something.
And you
You said
what?
something very, very, very profound. You said that a person of your family caught it, but it naturally reversed itself. You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So if you see that happen and it naturally happened to me as well, it can happen with your mother as well. So I just think she needs to help melanin do what it does, which is detox the body, and then it don't need to leave certain areas of the body, and she can get her pigmentation back. So I would do a high fruit diet. That's what I would do personally. A high fruit diet. I will make sure that my high fruit diet is raw. She can eat vegetables here and there if she gets super hungry. I wouldn't cook the vegetables at all. I make sure I'm super hydrating myself. I'll do like 45 ounces of spring water a day and tell her to make sure she get out there and get some sunlight because that will help stimulate the melanocytes, which is what's producing that dark pigmentation anyways.
Okay. And so you brought up the 45 ounces of spring water. Now, what about this ionized water that I'm hearing about?
Which one?
Um, it's like a little machine, and
You talking
it like
about? You talking about the Kagan?
electrolyzes the water with
So
the Kagan. That's what it's called.
me personally, I don't want to knock nothing that I ain't never tried. I ain't never tried it because I get my water from my fruits, H3O2, and that does my body good. It hydrates me, it gives me all the sodium I need, all the electrolytes I need, all the minerals I need, and all the amino acids I need. And I'm fortunate enough to buy fruit juices and to buy chefs to make my fruits and stuff all day. So to make my fruit juices all day. So I ain't really tried it. So I don't know about it because so I can't knock it, but I haven't tried it yet. And I was thinking about buying one. Somebody was offering me one for 10 grand. I'm like, damn, these things expensive. I didn't even know they was that expensive. But they offered to sell me one, but I just don't need one, so I ain't really tried it yet. So if you can't
Mhm.
get it from your fruits, just use natural spring water. Spring water is a-okay.
Okay. And so you recommend the fruit diet with with veggies here and there. Is there anything from your site that would also
Yeah,
assist
that was my
with that
next thing.
process?
That was my next thing. She need things that she need herbs that's high in melanin, or what they will call melatonin or melanocytes. One is valerian root. Valerian root, valerian root stimulates the pineal gland and produces a bunch of melatonin. It also stimulates the erythrocytes and stimulates a bunch of pigmentation there. So valerian root is very good. Hydrangea root is good as well. Hydrangea root breaks up calcification and coagulation of mucus and acids that could be binding melanin. That's the reason why melanin leaving certain parts to go there to try to heal it anyway. So that's very good as well. And notice valerian root relaxes your nerves, open up your pineal gland, and make you go to sleep as well. The mushroom kingdom. Mushroom kingdom is full of melanin, full of melanin. And I'm talking about the portobellos. Make sure she don't cook the portobellos too much. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she's not cooking them too much. But portobello is good. Lion manes is good. Trumpets is good. I mean, the once you start getting into the mycelium kingdom, they're good. They're very good for melanin production. And then again,
Okay.
those anthocyanins. But the pack I will put her on a pack that will stimulate her pineal gland, and it will stimulate the pituitary gland, and also the other glandular highway. So that'll be the sensual glandular kit off the site. The sensual glandular kit. Yes. Oh man, I forgot about the chaga. Big showsies. Man, you sure right. Chaga mushroom full of melanin. Thank you for reminding me about that, guy. So yeah, the chaga mushrooms is amazing as well. But it's called the sensual glandular kit off the
Okay.
site. Yeah, the
Okay.
Alliance main super excellent. Fernando G unit, super excellent. And the lion's mane is good because it regrows neurological pathways in the brain. It helps you produce more melanin neurotransmitters, and it kicks on the pineal gland to help you produce more melatonin as well.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All
God,
right,
thank
goddess.
you.
All right, shouts out to you. Peace, love, light, and healing. Got any more questions before you get up off here?
I do want to know about the portobello when you said don't cook it too much.
So look, there's new studies that I've been seeing, but it was on the Joe Rogan show, man. It's the mycelium king, man. They call him the mycelium king. Dude is I mean, he's a biologist that's very high up there when it comes to the mushroom kingdom. He's been studying them for like 40 years, but he came out with some research talking about how dangerous the portobello was, right? If you cook it, and I took it with a grain of salt. Somebody sent it to me like, you really need to look into this, Yahkii. And I started studying it, man. And shit, the stuff he said wouldn't. I mean, the studies that I seen on it kind of was true, like mushroom. But if we know mushrooms is the pimples of the earth, a pimple have poisonous in them. So we're just showing how poisonous it is. And if you look at certain mushrooms you can eat that will kill you in 2 minutes. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, if you cook the portobello, it brings out certain types of chemicals in them that's very harmful to the body, and especially to the liver and the bloodstream. And I mean, I read it and I seen it, but I ain't got no good hardcore evidence with comparative studies on it. So I ain't really been talking about it that much. But I did just want to warn you though.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. I appreciate that because I do cook with portobellos. That's my meat substitute for certain dishes.
Mhm.
Um, like I do I fry the portobello and then I smother them. So, I have my smothered
Yeah,
chicken with onions and bell peppers.
yeah.
But yeah, so I thank you.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
somebody just said, and there's another one too, and these are facts. I heard if you cook with honey as well, it can become a poison. That's fact. It's just certain things that you can't put heat to. It changes the whole molecular structure of them, and portobello is one of them. And I most definitely agree, honey is one of them. So yeah, and I got a bunch of literature on that honey. So yeah,
Mm.
peace, goddess.
All right, peace. Thank you,
All right,
King.
blessings to you. Talk to you soon. See, I like this when they start putting people, you know what I'm saying? They helping me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all helping me out in the comments. I got 2,600 personal assistants right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's dope. All right, who else we got, y'all? I'm gonna do a few more and then we gotta go work out. I'm gonna do a few more, then we gotta go work out. So the day before yesterday was leg day. thighs is burning. I can't even walk up a flight of steps. So tonight we're gonna work on abs, we're gonna
Holy
work
shit,
on
bro. Can you hear
triceps,
me?
biceps, and we're gonna work on the pecs. So tonight we're doing all upper body. But man, I've been doing, man, we did leg work so hard, man. I can't even walk. Hey, whatever, man. Hey, look, hey, y'all, now BB keeping up with me, y'all. He work out whenever I work out, man. Y'all should see him. His body look totally different like mine now. Peace, peace. What's going on with you, bro?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Ashay.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling really good, man. It's such an honor to talk to
Oh,
you. It's
always,
crazy.
brother. Always. Talk to me. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. I was just in the shower. I had to hop out. But I was gonna ask about granola because I've been listening to you a lot and making like blueberry, yogurt, strawberry mixes, and then throwing granola in there and chocolate. So I just want to know if that was like
So
carb.
if your granola is not wheat derived, it's cool. Just make sure that your granola is gluten free and make sure that it's not wheat derived. There's many different types of actual granola, but if you look at wheat come with something called wheat germ agglutinin, AGG, which is very very bad for the body because it does coagulate blood. It can force the kidneys to shut down. It destroys what they call the immune system and cause celiac disease. So I stay away from wheat. I stay away from spelt. I stay away from barley. Anything that's a part of that family that has something that's called gliadin in it. That's what you want to stay away from. And I'll tell you how to spell gliadin. Hold on.
Okay.
Gliadin protein. Let me see.
According to Better Health.
Hold on. It ain't spell it right. Gliadin protein. Okay, so gliadin protein is spelled Gliadin. All right, and it comes from the amino acid promoline, and it says gliadin is a type of promoline that's in a class of proteins present in wheat and several other cereals and in grass. So if you look at most of your granolas, it have it in there. Now, gliadin is terrible to the body because the body cannot break it down, and it's such a strong amino acid structure that the hydrochloric acid inside the body breaks it down the best it can, but it still is big pieces. So what it does is when it's traveling through the duodenum and it get absorbed, it start ripping through what you will call the endothelial layer of the gut, and this is what causes leaky gut. So the first thing is it causes leaky gut. Once it start leaking from the gut and this protein gets into the bloodstream and get to other extremities of the body, it literally alerts the what they call the immune system. So now you have this autoimmune response. So now the body is going to war with each other, and then it pushes it to the kidneys. Then when it gets to the kidneys, you start leaking proteins out of the kidneys, which cause another issue. And not only that, once it get in the blood, it can passes the blood and brain barrier, and it binds itself to receptors inside of the brain and all types of stuff. So I would stay away from anything that have gluten in it or anything that have gliadin in it or what you would call AGG inside of it. So just make sure that your oats is gluten free and make sure that they are organic. And you can look this stuff up for yourself, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. But I understand you got other people, but before you go, do you have any breathing exercises or
I
recommendations?
teach everybody the box breathing exercise where you breathe in, you're going to inhale through your nasal passage for 4 seconds. You're going to hold it for 4 seconds. You release out through your mouth for 4 seconds. Then you hold it for 4 seconds. Another thing is dragon breaths when you use all nasal. Make sure when you inhaling in, you expanding your diaphragmatic muscle, which is going to push your stomach out. And then when you exhaling, your belly button's supposed to go towards your back. So when you breathe in for 4 seconds, the box breathing is my best one because it actually relaxes the parasympathetic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. And it literally calms your whole body and then lets you release a bunch of neurotrophins or neurotropics or what you'll call dopamine and stuff like that, which is very, very good for the body. So you'll inhale through your nasal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale out of your mouth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you hold it, make sure that you put your tongue at the roof of your mouth to try to stimulate that pineal gland. That's one of the best ones I know. And then always check out the Wim Hof method. Wim Hof, you can Google him. That's a very, very great breather. He know how to activate his lymphatic defense system and all. The dude is a superhuman when it comes to breathing. He can literally activate his spiritual, what they call the miracle body or his spiritual body by breathing. So yeah.
Yeah, man. It's such an honor to talk to you. Really appreciate
Always,
it.
brother. Always, man. Talk to you soon. Make sure you say peace, love, light, healing to your family, man.
Peace, love, like him,
Peace.
man. It's crazy.
Who else we
Real
got?
quick,
Oh
can
yeah,
I shout out my,
you got to hang up, man. You got to hang up.
oh my God. Shout out my clothing brand. It includes numerology and skatewear and stuff. It's like bag.
What is called?
Oh, it's called. Oh, bro, I love you. It's called Sacred Nine Clothing.
Sacred Nine Clothing. Okay, I see you
Yes,
know about the
sir.
Sacred Nine. Sacred
Yeah,
Nine
Sacred
Clothing. All right,
Nine, bro. Yes,
send some of it to my inbox so I can check it out.
bro. I would love to. Like, just send me. Like, yeah. Let me know.
All right, send it to me now. Send me some. Send me some.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, he has some good energy though.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? What'd you say?
Empress abroad.
Who else we got? Peace, peace. Blessings, blessings. How you feeling?
Hi, Kai.
How you doing? She called me by my government name. How you, Kai? You gonna call me? You gonna do me like that? Call me by my government name?
I'm sorry. I'm ready to address people.
Blessings to y'all. What's y'all names and where y'all from?
My name's Marcia, and this is my mom, Charmaine.
How you doing, Mom?
Hi, how
How
are
you
you?
doing, Miss Charmaine? How you doing, Marcia?
Blessed, thank We're you. Doing very well.
What's going on with y'all? Talk to me.
I on live with you. She's we tried to request a consultation, so she could get a change in her diet book. I've been trying to get her not to do the chemotherapy because they said that they found some cancer cells in her bone and want to do like bone marrow treatments.
So okay,
But I told
found it. So is they calling it? What is they calling it? Leukemia?
yes, osteosarcoma.
Osteosarcoma. Okay, so they found it in the bone, but it's traveling throughout the bloodstream. Right. Okay. So how many mass did they find? Did they find it in the blood in mass? Did they find it in tumors?
They did in mass.
Okay, they found it in mass. And they offered you chemotherapy. Did they offer you anything in Did they offer you radiation?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. That won't be until after the new
Okay.
year.
And you're not trying to do none of that.
I don't want to do any of that. I told her to probably order some of the packages first off of your website, but she wanted to know about as far as changing her diet. Like I told her, I've been juicing. So I told her that the H3O2 from the juices will help. But as far as like, I don't know what kind of fruits and like vegetables she should eat that won't.
So let's do it. Let's get a pen and a pad and let's write it all down. And I'm gonna tell you what I would do if I was diagnosed with that. Are you already ready? Okay, I see you, Marcia. See? Okay, so the first thing I would do is I will change my diet. This is gonna be a whole regimen for you. So it's gonna take like 10 minutes to get through it. But if you write everything down, first thing is always diet. Diet is the most important thing. What is your diet like right now, and how long you been eating the diet that you on right now? Is your diet pretty poor?
I would say so. Normally my daughter, she cooks for me. She cooks with a lot of seafood and red meat, white rice. You know, there's a lot of vegetables in between that as well, but I definitely need a serious change.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I don't want to change you super fast because what the change I'm finna give you is very dramatic anyway. But I'm still gonna allow you to eat some cooked foods because if you change too fast, what I noticed throughout my 15 years of doing this, people fall off because the change is so abrasive, so embracive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a fruit and vegetable diet. All fruit and vegetable.
I'm vegan, so I've been trying to teach her everything.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So look, all fruit and vegetable. Now you still can cook your vegetables. I want to do it 50-50. You still can cook your vegetables. You can do vegetable stews. You can do vegetable soups. All right. All fruits and vegetables. Your fruits, you have to eat them raw. You got to eat your fruit raw. And what I want you to do is do it 50-50. But you're going to do 50-50 week by week with your vegetables, meaning 1 week you're going to do all raw vegetables. Then the next week you can do all cooked vegetables, or you even can switch them up day by day, meaning one day you're going to do all raw vegetables, vegetable salads and things like that. Then the next day you're going to make soups and vegetable broth and stuff like that. But you're always going to eat your fruit raw. Now, your fruits need to consist of astringent fruits. Most of your astringent fruits is going to be in the citric family. These are your lemons. These are your key limes, your regular limes. These are pineapples, oranges, tangerines, grapefruit, grapes, anything that have that sour taste. Because what this is going to do is pull all of that mucus and pull all of that acidic acid and waste from not only the bloodstream, but from the cells.
Okay.
All right. Next thing I want you to do high is berries. And the reason why I love berries are anthocyanins, and berries are highly antioxidant foods, meaning it brings a bunch of oxygen to the body. And whenever you see cancer, when a pathologist do a biopsy and they put that cancerous cell under the microscope, the first thing they're going to check is the oxygen. If the cell is 66% derived of its oxygen and the integrity of the cells is messed up, that's when they diagnose you with cancer. Also, cancer is always associated with a parasite. So we need to make sure that we eating food and a lot of dark leafy green vegetables that's going to get rid of them parasites naturally. So 50-50, 50% fruit, eat your fruit raw, 50% vegetables. And out of those vegetables, you can choose day by day or whether you're going to cook them or whether you're going to eat them raw.
Got you.
All right. So now we got to, so that's the diet. That's the only thing you can eat. No meat. You can't have no meat. You can't have any type of dairy. Please stay away from dairy. Dairy is your worst friend. I'm telling you. Well, your worst enemy, should I say.
What about she should stop starches too, right? Like potatoes, rice.
Yeah, so only thing you're gonna be eating. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Only thing you're gonna be eating is fruits and vegetables. Now, if you get super hungry, which is gonna come in time because this is a dramatic change with you. You can every now and then, and I mean every now and then, like literally twice a month, you can have you a sweet potato. Just make sure that you skin it and you do not eat the skin and you bake it.
Got you.
You can have a sweet potato.
Bake. All right.
Yes, make sure you bake it. And I need you to eat a bunch of broccoli sprouts as much as possible. Broccoli act as a natural chemotherapy. I mean, it's amazing. Broccoli cleanses cancer out of the cells. Broccoli comes with a bunch of antioxidants. Broccoli comes with something called glucoraphanin. So sulfur helps chelates the cells as well. When it comes to vegetables that's whooping cancer ass, broccoli.
Got you.
Broccoli. Just like, and when it comes to fruit that whoops cancer butt, it's always going to be soursop and grapes. Soursop and grapes, it combats cancer so good. And the leaves of the soursop actually cleanses the blood and cleanses the body of any chemotherapy as well.
Can she still season her food without with the other seasonings?
Yeah, she can season her food. You can season your food, just season it with herbs. Cilantro is a good seasoning, and cilantro is going to pull all types of different metals from the cells. You can season with paprika. Paprika thins the blood and cleanses the blood. Parsley is a good season. That opens up the kidneys and the nephrons to get you to filtrate. So just make sure you're using herbal spices for your seasoning. And stay away from salt.
Understood. As far as the grapes, any preference in the grapes that I should eat?
The red seeded globe grapes. That's what I would get. And you can order them offline.
Got you.
Could you give me some tissues online? Blow my nose. Yeah, I'm on this tea. This tea got me going.
I understand. I was diagnosed with this through a break. I fell, fractured my ankle. Because of fracture, that's how the doctors found it. Because of the break in the bone.
Everything happened for a reason.
Of course it does.
Everything happened for a reason. But you know, when you actually look at cancer, what cancer is not what they telling us. When you look at disease go into 4 stages: subacute, acute, chronic, and then degenerative. And once your body get to a degenerative stage of acidosis, what happens is the cells start coagulating themselves together and forming a bag. And it starts stuffing all of the different cytotoxins inside these little bags that they call masses or tumors, where it won't form the bloodstream. And then that's what they diagnose you with cancer. Cancer is actually a healing mechanism of the body, just like all so-called diseases is. So cancer just wants you to detox. So you just have to go through this detoxification phase. That's what I would do. So we talked about the actual the diet. Now we got to talk about the liquid. All right. The liquid is going to be, how tall are you? How much do you weigh?
I am 201 pounds now, and I'm 5'6".
201 pounds and you 5'6". Have you ever had your thyroid check?
She has fibromyalgia.
I said I have.
How did I know that?
I'm hypothyroid. I have pulmonary arterial disease. I have varicose veins.
What they got you on? Levothyroxine?
They did. I haven't taken it. I stopped taking it for 6 months, and I felt fine. Yeah. I stopped that because I did the radioiodine uptake in July of 1997, and the medication they was giving me was causing so many issues that
She
I
wasn't
just
able to get up out the
So
bed.
see,
I
and I want
stopped.
to go after that too.
My,
See, this gonna be a total body cleanse.
okay,
A total body
okay.
cleanse. Okay, so as far as the water intake, you don't have any type of swelling in your ankles or knees or nothing like that, do you? Or in your feet, do you?
I do get swelling in both ankles when I'm on my feet for over 8 hours.
Okay, so
If I'm
so I
for 8
want to
hours,
put you on a water restriction then, or a liquid restriction. I don't want to go over 40 ounces a day. So your cap is going to be 40 ounces a day. Now, out of that 40 ounces a day, I want to split it up in 20 ounces. The first 20 ounces is going to be my geogenetic green juice. My geogenetic green
right?
juice. Somebody
Okay.
post my geogenetic green
I
juice.
know what it is.
It's you already know what it is. Okay. That's what I'm
So
talking about. All right. So that's going to be the first 20 ounces. The next 20 ounces is going to be H2O spring water. And
okay,
you're going to do that every single day. The geogenetic, 20 ounces of the geogenetic green juice and 20 ounces of H2O spring water. If
okay.
you can find spring water in a glass, that's perfect. If you can't, just make sure that the plastic is BPA free.
Can I order
Okay.
that?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
order?
yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
see. They got
yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay.
All right. So now look, that's the liquid. That's the only liquid you can drink. No alcohol, no wine, no soda pop, no
I don't.
nothing. Oh, you
I
say I
don't. Yeah,
don't even do that anyway.
I don't
Good,
do none
good,
of.
good. Okay,
No,
good.
no.
Okay, so we talked about the actual food. We talked about the liquid. Next is the lifestyle, which is the very important part.
Okay.
So as far as the lifestyle, you're gonna have to make sure that you're not, when you on your phone, do not have your phone against your face. Always speak on your phone on speakerphone because the EMF frequency causes radioactive cells, and it will mess with your thyroid as well. Make sure when you go to sleep that you're not sleeping around wall outlets and plugs. If I pull my bed to the middle of the floor. So let's make sure you're not sleeping around or close to wall outlets. Make sure when you go to sleep that your phone is not in the bed with you as well. All
Yes.
right. That's a
Okay.
very, very important one. Make sure you throw away all chemical cleaning products. You shouldn't have no Clorox bleach in your house. You shouldn't have no Pine Sol in your house. You should have no disinfectant wipes in your house. Throw all that away. They causes neurotoxins and they're very, very toxic to the actual bloodstream, and that will help. That will mess up the blood even more, especially the bone marrow. All right.
Okay.
Understood.
Another one, make sure you get you an air purifier. You need to bring as much oxygen to the house as possible. You can go on Amazon and spend $79 and get you a top-notch air purifier and buy plants.
We got
Buy plants that give you natural air. Spider plants and the money tree give you a lot of good natural air. You can buy them from Home Depot or from what's the other one that act like Home Depot? What is it called? Lowe's or Lowe's.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's a very, very good one as well. Make sure that your toothpaste is fluoride and chloride free. No
um
fluoride in, and that's right. Name Jeff. Snake plant is very good as well. Uh-huh.
okay.
So make sure toothpaste is fluoride and chloride free. If y'all can't find none, you can get the tooth and gum restoration powder from off my site.
I use the powder one from Sprouts that they
Okay,
got.
perfect. Perfect.
Like
Soaps as well. Your soaps have to be natural and be organic with no chemicals in them.
okay.
All right. Somebody said Tom's toothpaste. Quit using it. They getting sued right now for lying. They lying about their
Okay.
ingredients.
Okay.
So no Toms, y'all.
Okay.
All right. All right. No perfumes. Don't put none of that in your skin because it goes directly inside of your skin. So no perfumes.
Okay.
That's
No
her
perfumes.
favorite.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Anything on top here is gonna
We
save
gotta
my
change
life.
it all.
Uh-huh. Another thing that's going to be good is no lotions. The only thing you're going to moisturize your skin with is either coconut oil or grapeseed oil.
Oh, okay. I was using the other oil. The oil that they said for me to get, the one that absorbs through the skin. What is it called? Castor oil.
Now,
Castor oil?
castor oil, cool, but castor oil will dehydrate you because it's astringent. It's going to pull all of the moisture out of your skin. It feels pretty moist at first, but then notice you get a dry effect after that because it's pulling. So I wouldn't use castor oil. You put castor oil on like tumors. You'll put it on your breast if you have a breast tumor. You can put it on pimples if you start breaking out. But I would use castor oil more as a medicinal purpose than anything.
Okay.
All right. Now, deodorant. You can't wear any deodorant. No
Yep.
deodorant whatsoever.
I don't wear it. I don't.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, now make sure that you washing your bed covers and your bed sheets. Just keep a very, very clean environment. I wash all clothes and all bed spreadings and pillowcases every 3 days.
She got OCD real bad.
Okay, that's good. And then you can find natural cleaning alternatives that doesn't have any chemicals in it, or you can make your own with lemon juice or lime juice, hydrogen peroxide, food grade, and mix it in warm water.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now you're gonna need sunlight. So make sure that y'all getting as much sunlight as possible because every biological process that happens in the cells of your body requires sunlight. And you actually need sunlight to stimulate and get oxygen as well.
How many hours?
If I was you, I would do at least an hour a day. Just don't do it between the hours of noon and 2 o'clock because that's when the sun is the highest. You don't want to get burned. So what I do is around 10, between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. I'll be right out there in front of that sun.
Oh,
Okay.
patio. So I'll go
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yep. Yeah. You can do that and get direct sunlight.
Okay.
Other than that, make sure you're doing breathing exercises and pick you a spirituality practice. Whether it's you just if you believe in God, go hard in God. Like okay, so if you're a Christian, go hard. Whatever spiritual practice you got. What we notice is, and what we've been studying, especially with the mind and when so-called diseases, when people have a purpose and they believe in something higher than themselves, they cells turn around more. So whatever spiritual practice that you in, like really dive deep into your discipline and devote time towards your spirituality. We notice that our clients do very, very good when it comes to that.
Okay.
All right, last but not least, I want you to invest in a sauna. You can buy a $300 sauna from off of Amazon, and I need you to get in there 30 minutes a day. Now, it might be too hot, so if it's too hot, start off 30 minutes every other day, but I want you to get up to 30 minutes a day in the sauna so you can sweat it out.
Okay.
All right.
Will do.
Hug some trees, do some grounding, get into nature because nature deficiency order does exist. So get into nature as much as possible.
Okay,
All right,
that's great.
now the package I'm gonna recommend for you because we need to cleanse the bones, we need to cleanse the blood and chelate all the cells in the body to be the geogenetic therapeutic package level 2 from off the website.
Genetic
Therapeutic
therapeutic.
package level 2. That's a 10-week protocol. That's a 2.5-month detox. Very, very powerful and potent detoxification. What it does is it chelates the cells. It cleanses all the vital organs inside of the body, the glandular highway. It goes inside the cells to get all the gunk out of there. It helps thins the blood. It breaks up coagulation of mucus, of calcium, solidifications. I mean, it's going to literally cleanse your whole entire body. And then just make sure you checking your urine and make sure that you're filtrating. When you urinate in a glass every day, you sit it out for 12 to 16 hours, you go back and look at it, you should have this substance, this white substance that literally drowns to the bottom of the glass. And that shows you that your lymphatic system is moving. And make sure that you jump roping. Jump roping is good. That'll help you manually move the lymphatic system. Skin brushing is good. That'll help you manually remove the lymphatic system. Walking on a treadmill at a high incline helps you move the lymphatic system. But rebounding, jumping up and down is going to be your best bet. And you're going to do that for 20 minutes a day.
20 minutes a day.
Okay.
If you can. If not, then sweating. Just do sweating because I know you said you get a lot of swelling or edema in your legs when you stand up too long. So if you do your rebounding or your jumping and you start collecting fluid from the interstitial fluid of your body, then just make sure you rely on sweating and getting in that sauna.
Okay. And as far as that package that you recommended, does it come with bitters or does she need your bitters?
No, it comes with it comes with everything she needs. What she do is go onto the website. You're gonna tell us exactly what you got going on with your body, put it all in the form, and then we customize the package just for you.
Oh, that's perfect.
Just hire new employees. We're expanding the warehouse. We got new management. So hopefully we'll be able to get that package out to you within 2 weeks. But you got a lot of stuff to do to prepare for it now. You see that whole list you got.
I am.
So be doing all of that. Okay, y'all got everything down. Okay. And you a trooper. What I want you to do is give yourself a round of applause. You really are choosing to fight. And what's crazy is we not fighting our body, we fighting their ass. That's what we fight. We fighting them. So you should be very, very proud of yourself. Let's
for her because she's the one that guided me towards you.
All praises. I appreciate you.
I study you.
She studies you and she called me and told me who I needed to be looking at in reference and being on your videos on YouTube to listen to.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's so look.
He went he's a fruitarian, so
all praises. That's what's up.
he's the one that taught me about the fast, and I started posting you, and he was like he never posts me, he posts you, and I'm like he wants to see certain things, you know, you got to post what he wants to see.
So he done figured it out, yo. A lot of people starting to figure out. You get if you posting positive, dope stuff, I'm gonna reshare it now.
Yep, he figured it out now.
But I do thank you so much for your time, your wisdom, and your knowledge. I really
praise it. So look, what I want you to do is I want you to send me your blood work if you can.
I will.
Could you send me your blood work?
Yes.
Shoot me a DM real fast. I'm gonna shoot you my blood work email, and I want y'all to. I'm gonna have Nabi send it over, and I want you to send me your blood work so I can look everything over.
Okay.
So send that to me right now, and I'll be right down their name. What's your IG name?
It's Marcia Laga.
And mine is I Charmaine.
And hers is I am Charmaine Glenn.
Okay. Come on, spell them out real fast.
IAMCHARMAINE. GNN. And mine is Marcia Laga. Hers is I am Charmaine Glenn, and mine is Marcia Laga. It's MAR. Or is it Marcia Laga? I'm sorry, let me see. It's MARCEALAGO.
Y'all got some
but the O is a Z.
long Instagram names.
But memorable faces. Long Instagram.
Oh no, I never forget y'all faces. I don't forget faces anyway. All right, so shoot me an inbox. Nabi is gonna respond back to y'all through my inbox with the email. Send me your blood work, and then let's do it.
Okay,
thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all. Blessings. Keep it up and keep teaching your mama. You showing her the way.
I am. I gotta keep her as long as I can.
That's how you break generational curses too.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Wash your head.
Blessings.
Marcia,
Y'all gotta hit that little X button.
Okay.
Y'all see it is in your top left. Okay. What you want to do? One more? Now it's 10 o'clock. We gotta go work out. We got one more, y'all. I wish I can do these all day. I'm just gonna spin the wheel like Wheel of Fortune. Whoever laying on top, that's what I'm hitting. I just added somebody. Let's see if they come in. Peace. Shalom Lakai.
Shalom.
Shalom Lakai. How you feeling?
Very well. Thank
What's your
you.
name? Where you from, brother?
Richard from UK.
From the UK in the building, man. How you feeling, man?
UK, man. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I'm on.
What's going on with you, King?
So about 6 years ago, I think I was deadlifting, and I must have pulled something in my back. So I went to the hospital, doctors, no clue. I'm assuming it's the superior pineal nerve in my lower back. I feel like I have a lower back entrapment. So
do you think do you think the muscle tissues is pinching on it, or do you think you extended and stretched that nerve too far?
I'm assuming that I might have stretched it too far, because when I was deadlifting, I think I must have pulled it, and then when I was working on my lower back, it just basically it stiffens up and it tightens. So when I bend down in a certain position, when I'm a carpenter, so when I do certain things, my back just becomes stiff and I can't move. I have to sit down, I have to relax. The doctors can't tell me what it is. Some of them say sciatica, which I don't think it is. I just think it's an entrapment in my lower back.
Yes, but it sounds like more of an entrapment than anything.
Yeah.
Well, when you get stiffness, what stiffness shows is the lack of circulation of blood in the area and the lack of hydration in the area. That's what
Okay.
makes it, and the lack of fluidity, meaning that you need to stretch more. So if I was you, I would do as many back stretches as possible and back stretching exercises. You need to make sure that you hydrating on a cellular level, and you need to bring as much oxygen to that area as possible with your stretching, increasing your water intake, and make sure that you're drinking things that have a bunch of oxygen in it and eating things that have a bunch of oxygen in it. But I think the lower back stretching or like some type of hot yoga or something like that, it would be a very very good thing, like the downward dog in a hot setting, in a sauna setting, to really get
Okay.
the cells to be more elastic and to get more blood flow in the area. Gorilla squats. Gorilla
Okay.
squats would be amazing for that as well. So what I can do is I can send you some exercises that you can do, but you're gonna have to make sure that you hydrating, you breathing correctly, and you eating the right foods, so you can actually stimulate and get hydration to that area. And then you need to go after the nervous system and tone and strengthen and heal up the nervous system. Things like blue vervain tones and strengthens and detox the nervous system. Things like lily of the valley leaf, that's what tones and strengthens and heal up the nervous system.
Yeah.
Valerian root, again, it relaxes the nervous system. You have something called violet flower petals, the actual pods of the petals, that's good for the nervous system. Bugle weed is good for the nervous system. But we do have something called the nervous system kit off the site that has some of
I
those.
I actually do have the genetic level 2 package.
Oh man, that's what
Um,
you got. So you got it in your possession?
yeah, I do.
Oh man, I'll start on
I
that
went to
now.
America. I went
Man,
to
look,
America to collect
you
it.
hear that? He came out here just to get the package. See, look, that's what. See, we got thousands of complainers, man. We need more people like you. He said, I just came and got it. That's right. So look, what I need you to do then, brother. This is what I do if I was you. Start taking the geogenetic therapeutic package, but make sure that you hydrating yourself and make sure that you're doing those. I think hot yoga will be very, very good for you. Yoga
Okay.
in a sauna setting with deep breathing and really focus all that intention and that energy on your lower back and hydrating with that geogenetic. That'll strengthen up the nerves. So I say just kill all. I don't want to say kill two birds with one stone because I'm a plant based. I don't want to kill no animals. But
Yeah.
how to you can X out a bunch of things or multiple issues at once. So if it is the tissues, hydrate the tissues, expand the elasticity of the cells that won't clamp on the nerves if it's that. If it is the nerve and the nerve has been stretched too much, you can regenerate the nerve. The nerve regenerates itself every 45 to 60 days. You just got to make sure you're putting back those cells that you need right there. You're going to do that with the hydration and with the food anyway. And then
Okay.
stretching is going to relieve the what you would call pressure, the volumetric pressure in your lower back anyway. So it's gonna be like 3 to 4 things you need to do all together at once. And that's stretching, that's eating correctly, and that's hydration. And you're gonna need to be in a hot setting while you're doing your yoga. And I think that'll take care of that.
Okay. So what if when I do stretch, it starts to pull and it hurts? What should I do then?
But look, that's what breathing for, because stretching hurts anyway, brother. Stretching
Of
hurts
course. Yeah.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dreading going upstairs right now in this hotel room and stretching my hamstrings because I just did leg day. I'm dreading it, but I know I got to do it because it's
Right.
pain there. But once you get through the stretching, that's how you get bunch of stretching is literally one of the only ways most people can get oxygen and blood flow to the area. So stretching is
Okay.
very good. And on a spiritual
Okay.
level, stretching does a lot of amazing things spiritually, increases your memory, it let goes of trauma, it makes you forgive more. Stretching is a super amazing. So I say make sure you stretch. And if it hurt, just make sure you're breathing properly through that pain, brother.
Okay.
So
Okay.
even with people that have knee problems, they make them go through certain type of therapy where they gotta force that knee. You gotta work through the hurt. People that have torn ligaments, there's a certain time where you gotta go through the therapy and walk on that leg again, even though it hurts. So even I think you need to work through the pain and just don't put too much rigorous work on that nerve because you don't want to pull it or rip it or nothing like that. But easy, and that's what I'm saying. Do hot yoga stretching, easy hot
Okay.
yoga stretching. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be very amazing for you. And just make sure you breathe in the whole while.
Yeah, I hear you because I fractured my foot about 3 months ago playing basketball, and I'm doing physio, and I have to go push through the
You
pain.
doing
It's
what?
painful.
And you see
I
that?
fractured my I
But you're going
fractured
through
my
therapy and you
yeah
have no pain, no gain. You gotta get past that threshold.
yeah
You see that?
yeah. It's
And look, if
painful,
you go to a
but
chiropractor, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna pop in and stretch you out anyway.
Yeah,
So you might
yeah,
as well do
it's
it
true.
yourself, brother.
I agree. I have one more question, if
Mhm.
that's all right. So basically, I have someone who's dealing with basically hives,
Mhm.
where the hives will pop up on the skin to the point where have to take antihistamine, and then sometimes the eyes will
I
swell
was
up,
just
the lips will
gonna say
swell
that it
up.
sounds like a bunch of histamine is being released uh, from what you would call blast cells.
Okay.
So she's it's he or she, whoever it is, they having probably having allergic reaction, whether it's to the environment or to foods or to some type of toxins or pollutants. They need to detox. Now, hives is just a reaction of detoxification because all of those histines and those poisons, or what you would call those agent markers inside the body, is super bad inside the body. So what the body does is it open up its skin and have a reaction to get it out of the skin super fast. So what I would do is I'll put them on a detox. That's what I'll do. I'll go on an all fruit diet for probably like 4 to 7 days, and I will get on just one singular tea. The tea that I will get on will be something called Per D Arco. Per D Arco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I would do. And if they start going away slowly, but they not going away too fast, then that's when you would get on a package and you would stay on the fruits longer. But usually you get rid of hives and stuff like that. That's nothing but a detoxification reactive though.
Okay. Okay. Because it gets bad, but okay. I appreciate that, Yaki. I
I
appreciate that.
appreciate you. Anything else you need,
Yeah.
brother?
No, that's it. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate
I
you.
was surprised. I was about to go to sleep, because obviously it's 3 a.m. here.
Yeah.
So I've been on.
All
Yes,
praise. I
3
literally look. What I literally did was I just flipped the thing up like Wheel of Fortune and landed on your name.
praise yeah, praise
All
yeah.
praises to the mighty Yah, man. All right, shalom
Yes.
lakah, my brother.
Shalom.
All right, peace,
Love, love,
peace, brother.
love, light, peace, and healing to the
Yes.
mystery cup. Praise yeah.
Hey, blessings to you. Baruch atah. Blessings.
Shalom.
Shalom. You think we should do just one more? I'm gonna do one more, y'all. One more. Who did it stop on? Who did it stop on? It's my last one, y'all. I'll be back live again, if not tomorrow or the next day. Blessings, blessings. Peace, peace.
Peace,
What's your name?
peace.
Where you
Peace,
from?
brother. Tatiana.
Tatiana, where you from?
I'm from Illinois, Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois in the building. What's going on with you?
Yes, how
I'm
you
doing
doing?
good.
I'm calling in today because
Look at your
my
baby. She all in it.
my,
What's
my
up?
little one. You want to say hey? Anyways, I was calling in because my little one was having issues.
Mhm.
When she pee, it smells like pneumonia. It has like a really strong smell, and I was gonna take it to the doctor and be like, you know what, you won't hear. So I'm just like, I bet you can give me the best answer for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably urea built up, uric acid built up within the system. That's what literally makes that smell. It smells like, and it's ammonia too, of course, because what you urinating out. I just think you need to cleanse the kidneys. You got on a bunch of sodas and juices and stuff.
Actually, they don't drink juices and sodas.
So
They,
look,
I
I
don't.
think I think
Mm-mm.
so. I think we just need to do a little liver and kidney cleanse. Sometimes that smell is not bad to the body. That's just the smell. But
Mhm.
just in case, if I was you, I'll put her on the. I'm gonna give you write these two herbs down. You can go to your local herbal store. It's like three of them out there in Chicago. You can go to and get. So write these
I'm
herbs
in
down.
Georgia right now, though.
Oh well,
I live in.
you got hundreds of them in Georgia. You can get. So
Yeah.
write these two herbs down.
Okay.
Juniper berries, the actual berries,
Okay.
and parsley leaf. And
Okay.
this is a diuretic. A diuretic means it just make her urinate a lot. And we just gonna flush and cleanse her kidneys and her adrenals. You're gonna use 50-50. So you're gonna get an ounce each, right? And then
Mhm.
you're gonna put 2 tablespoons of the juniper berry and 2 tablespoons of the parsley leaf. You're gonna put that inside of a pot.
Okay.
You're gonna add 16 ounces of spring water to the pot. You're
Okay.
gonna turn the pot on and bring it to a boil. I'll wait till you get done.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna turn the pot on, bring it to a boil, and you're gonna let it boil for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Then after that 2 minutes, you're gonna turn down the eye and let it simmer for 45 minutes. All
Okay.
right. After after you let it simmer for 45 minutes, you're going to strain the actual material, and that should leave you with about 12 ounces of water. And she going to drink hers in 4 ounces. So they give you 4, 8, 12. That's going to give you 3 servings for the day. Have her drink 4 ounces in the morning, 4 ounces in the evening, and 4 ounces before she go to sleep. And you're gonna do that until you don't smell the smell no more.
Okay.
And that's easy. That's something cheap. You won't spend more than $50. You can do it yourself. You don't need to wait on no herbs to get to you. And
Okay.
these are not super powerful herbs that can harm her in any type of way. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. And
I
I
see you
have one
back
more
there.
question. And I
Hey, baby.
have one more question for you.
Uh-huh.
I have a 7-week-old baby. Now, there's nothing seriously wrong with him. He have mucus in his throat, and it bothers me. And out of all of my children, I've never experienced it before. What can I do? Because I know they can't really take nothing. Like, what can I do to like get the mucus out of his throat?
So
And
what
he's
you can do is,
breastfed.
what you do to get the mucus out of the throat, what you can do is put the baby on your lap, tilt the baby 45 degrees. So you put the baby on your lap, and then you're gonna lift where his legs at on your lap. You lift your leg up. The other one you lift down. So his body should be slanted like this, right?
Okay.
And then you're gonna massage his lungs and his back towards his neck. And that'll get a lot of the mucus up. And then you're gonna go to Walgreens or CVS, and it's literally called a mucus pump. And
Okay.
you get that pump. Once you see a lot of that, because he's gonna start coughing when you massaging it to his throat.
Okay.
Once he start coughing, you just put that pump in and get the mucus out. And you just do that twice. You do that twice a day. And then make sure that you're giving him what you will call digestive massages too, where you massage his intestines. You start from, let me show you something.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you this real quick. I'm gonna draw it out for you, all right?
Okay.
Pick on my pen. So let me take this off. 1 second. Move that out the way. No, yeah, put that back. Put that back. Let me change my. You see my screen?
Yes.
All right, so look, this is the intestines, right? We're gonna draw like this. So this is the intestines. So this is the ascending colon, down to the sigmoid colon, out to the anus, right? All right, this is gonna be the appendix. This is the cecum, and then this is what they call the small intestine. We're just gonna make it look ugly. This is the only thing you need to worry about. So if you look, this is you facing me, right? So this is the whole belly. This is the
Okay.
anus. You need to massage up. So you're going to find his actual ascending colon on his right side, and you're going to go in circular motions, and you're going to massage up. Then you're going to go across his transverse colon and massage to the right. Then this is his descending colon. You're going to massage in circular motions down, and then you're going to go left and keep massaging until you get right where his little pubic area at. And you're going to apply pressure to it. This is going to make him poop, but this is going to activate what you will call the mucosal membrane, or what you will call the lymphatic system in the gut, and he'll be able to poop out a bunch of that mucus as well.
Okay.
So I want you to Google a diaphragm, which we can Google it right here. We just type in, hold on, let's type in digestive massage. Let me show you what a digestive massage look like. So this shows you how to do a digestive massage, which is what I just drew.
Okay.
All right, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You see how you go up the ascending colon, then you go towards the transverse colon to the right, you go down the sigmoid, the descending colon to the sigmoid, then to the rectum, and then out of the actual, see where the navel at, then you come out. This actually moving, and it's something called the cisternal chyle and the Peyer's patches, and these are a bunch of lymphatic goblet cells that coagulates together, and if you can move those, it'll actually move all of the mucus out of the gut, because most of the mucus that's in his throat is coming from the gut area anyway.
Okay.
You get
Okay.
that? That's
Yep,
what
I
I do.
got it.
That's what I do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All praises.
All right.
All right, so say peace, love, light, and healing to your family.
I will. Peace to you, brother, and you have a good
All
workout
right,
tonight.
you too. Yeah, we finna go get it in. We working on pecs. back, shoulders, triceps, biceps, and abs. And I might, I'll keep adding. See, I keep adding. I can't help. I'm addicted. I can't help it.
I
But
need to get my workout too.
get in the gym.
I
Get in the
am.
gym. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
All
peace,
right,
brother.
peace. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Hopefully this video was very, very educational for you. I hope you learned something. Again, we getting orders out as fast as we can. We hired new staff members. We expanding the business. We got new management and everything. So we're trying to get down these high value order times. I understand. I heard y'all complaints. I heard what y'all been telling me. We hire more people for our customer service. So look, you know, I heard y'all. I hear y'all concerns. We're trying our best to bring jobs to our community and help y'all out, family. So I appreciate y'all. I wouldn't be who I am without y'all. Well, I would be who I am without y'all. I wouldn't be where I'm at without y'all. So thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for loving me and for believing in me. And look, let's get this work. Let's heal our bodies. Let's heal our minds. Let's heal our souls. And let's break this fucking matrix. All right. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the guys. Peace to the earth. Peace.